morning, children. Now we will discuss about the age of empire, Gupta and Vartanas. After the decline of Kusanas and Satavahanas, Chandragupta established his dynastic rule. Sri Gupta is considered to be the founder of the Gupta dynasty. He was the first Gupta ruler to be featured on coins. Chandragupta I eliminated small states in northern India and crowned himself the monarch of the kingdom. Samudragupta, the son of Chandragupta I, was the greatest ruler of the dynasty. Harisena, a court poet, composed the Prayag Prasasi and it was engraved on Allahabad pillar. It was written in praise of the king Samudragupta. Samudragupta was a great general and he defeated Vishnugova of the Pallava kingdom. He subdued 9 kingdoms in northern India. He received homage from the rulers of East Bengal, Assam, Nepal and parts of Punjab and Rajasthan. As a lover of poetry, Samudragupta earned the title Kavi Raja. Chandragupta too was the son of Samudragupta. He was known as Vikramaditya. Bhagyan, a Buddhist scholar from China, visited India during his reign. Navaratna, the great writers, adorned his court, and Kalidasa was one among them. Nalanda University flourished and entered the patronage of Gupta Empire in the 5th or 6th centuries and later under Emperor Harsha of Kannauj. At Nalanda, Buddhism was the main subject of study. Other subjects like yoga, Vedic literature and medicine were also taught. Yuan Xuan spent many years studying Buddhism in the university. The last of the great Guptas was Baladitya. He was an ardent supporter of Buddhism. Baladitya was driven away from Magadha by Migiragula. The Gupta rulers believed in the divinity of kings. They were assisted by a council of ministers. High-ranking officials were called Dandanayakas and Mahadandanayakas. Land tax was the main revenue to the government. The condition of peasants was pathetic. There were 2 types of traders, Siresti and Sartavaha. Goods like pepper, gold, copper, iron, horses and elephants were trade items. Mining and metallurgy were the most flourishing industries during the Gupta period. The most important evidence of development in metallurgy was the Megrali iron pillar installed by King Chandragupta in Delhi. The society adhered to 4 Varna systems. The laws of Menu were in force. There were revival of Vedic religion and Vedic rites. The people spoke the language of Prakrit, but Sanskrit was the official language. Kalidasa wrote his famous Sakuntala, Meghaduta, Raghuvamsa and Kumarasambhava. Zero was invented and the decimal systems evolved during this period. Dhanvantari, Saraka and Susruta were well known in the field of medicine. The Guptas were the first to construct temples based on the earlier tradition of rock-cut shrines. After the fall of the Guptas, Pushyabhuti became powerful and he founded the Vartana dynasty. Rajavartana, the eldest son of Prabhavartana, ascended the throne after his father's death. Rajavartana was killed by Sasanga. As a result, his younger brother Karshavartana became king of Dhaneswar. After assuming power, he shifted his capital from Dhaneswar to Kannauj. Karshavartana was the most popular king of the Vartana dynasty and he ruled over 41 years. Harsha unified most of northern India. He maintained cordial relationships with rulers of Iran and China. Yuan Xuan, the Prince of Pilgrims, visited India during Harsa's reign. His Suyuhi provided detailed information about the social, economic, religious and cultural conditions of India during Harsa's time. Perfect law and order prevailed throughout the empire. The army was strong and well disciplined. Three kinds of taxes, Baha, Hiranya and Bali, were collected from people. Charitable institutions were built to look after the sick and the poor people. Harisa tutored Vedic scholars and Buddhist monks alike. He summoned two Buddhist assemblies, one at Kannauj and the other at Prayag. Harsa was a poet and dramatist. Ratnavali, Nahananta and Priyadarsiha were his famous works. Temples and monasteries served as centers of learning.